Alright, good morning. Today we're going to do a little get ready with me video about how I became a teacher, everything I did to get to the position that I am in today as a 7th grade middle school science teacher. So let's get into it. I just showered and washed my face, so we still need to do a little skincare. In the morning, my skincare is nothing crazy. I just wash my face and then use some moisturizer. Alright, so let's get into it. I graduated high school in 2015, and in high school, I did some field experience within teaching in the classroom. I'm gonna do a little quick change and get dressed, and I'll be back. Okay, here is the outfit. If you can see it, these pants are from Athleta, and then this gray bodysuit is from Newts. Okay, so like I said, in high school, I was given the opportunity to be in the classroom, kind of seeing what a day-to-day teacher life is like. My school called this program Teachers Academy, and it was in working conjunction with the community college in my area. And so I spent the whole entire school year going to different classrooms in my district and just observing teachers basically. And so I went every single morning for a couple hours, observed teachers. Sometimes I was able to work with small groups, help students, things like that. But that really kind of told me, okay, I think education is something that I want to do. Then I went to college and I went to the University of Northern Iowa, which in Iowa, UNI is known for its education program. And so it is a good school to go to if you want to be a teacher. Throughout my time in college, I did several different field experiences. Being in the classroom, I did tutoring, all those things to make sure that teaching is something that I really wanted to pursue. And there was a time, my junior year of college, that I was like, no, I don't want to be a teacher. And that next semester, I did a field experience where I was in the classroom for a whole entire week, 40 hours the whole week. And I got to teach 2 full days. And I was actually in a middle school math classroom, and I loved it. And I was like, you know what? This is exactly what I needed. I want to be a teacher. And I went ahead and did my student teaching. My student teaching was during COVID, or right before the height of COVID, I guess you could say. It was in 2020. And so I got 1 full placement in. It was in a 4th grade classroom, and it was amazing. I loved it. And then I got 2 weeks into my 1st grade placement, and the world shut down because COVID. So I finished my student teaching online, and then I graduated from college. During the COVID time, I guess you could say, I was looking for a teaching job for that next school year, and it was super challenging just because all my interviews were online because the world was shut down. So yeah, I had quite a few interviews. On my 5th interview is when I got offered a job. And you know what? After number 4, I was stressing. I was like, there's no way I'm gonna get a job. I haven't gotten a job yet, and it was probably the beginning of June, middle-ish of June. And on my 4th interview, I actually asked that principal after my interview, and when she told me no, I didn't get the job, I actually asked her, and I was like, is there some time that we can actually sit down and talk about my interview, or if there's something that I'm doing wrong, because I just feel like I'm not getting hired. Everyone's telling me, no, you don't have enough experience, which is true. I was not trying to get my first ever teaching job, so of course I didn't have lots of experience. And she was amazing, and she was like, of course, we will get on a call and I will kind of talk you through things. And she mainly said, like, everything was great. The only thing is that I don't have experience. So because of that, I have to act like I do. So she's like, you need to give examples. You need to talk about the experience that you have during field experiences. Just because you haven't had actual teaching experience doesn't mean that you can't talk about your past placements and things like that. So after talking to her and getting some tips, I had another interview set up, and it was over Zoom. That's just how it was during the time. And it was amazing. And then the principal called me later, and he offered me the job. So if you are going through teacher interviews and you are feeling like discouraged because you're not getting interviews, it's okay. The school that is meant for you will happen. And that school, like, I was there for 4 years. I absolutely loved it. So yeah, and that I was hired as a 5th grade teacher at my elementary school. And yeah, I then taught 5th grade for 2 years, and then I taught 4th grade for 2 years. The reason I moved down to 4th grade was because we were losing a 5th grade section. So 5th grade had 4 sections when I got hired. They moved it down to 3 sections, so I just moved down to 4th grade, and I was there for 2 years. And then during that time, I went and got my master's degree from the University of Iowa, and I got my master's degree in STEM education. Science, technology, all those things have been something that's always been interesting to me. I'm not a huge, I don't love teaching reading and writing and things like that. I'll do it, but I don't love it. My favorite is teaching math and science. So after I graduated with my master's degree in STEM, I was still a 4th grade teacher, and then a position opened up at the middle school for science. And it was, so while I was at my elementary school, we got a new principal. And the principal that originally hired me actually moved and worked as a principal at this middle school. So I already knew the principal at the middle school, and I knew that he was great. So I interviewed for that position and got it. And science is something that I'm super passionate about. And yeah, so that's kind of how I got to where I am right now. I love the middle school age so much. This has literally been the best year of my whole teaching career. I'm not sure how my hair stayed so curled overnight and through my workout this morning, but it looks pretty good. But yeah, so I guess that's basically it. That's how I kind of became a teacher and how I got to the position that I am in today. And as of right now, I am going to continue into that position for next year. So yeah, thanks for watching my little get ready with me, and I hope that this helped you learn more about me as a teacher or what you could do to become a teacher, different things like that. If you have any questions about teaching or how to become a teacher, please comment them below. I would love to answer some of your questions. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe for more teacher lifestyle content. Thanks for watching. Bye!